This is the plaintiff, Princess. She says she sold a puppy to the defendant, her friend's sister, and the woman is stiffing her. So she went to the defendant's house and took the dog back from her because she didn't pay for it. And the woman posted flyers all over the neighborhood claiming she stole the dog. How could she steal something that's rightfully hers? Bottom line, she's suing the scamming defendant for the balance owed on the dog and for defamation to the tune of $5,000. This is the defendant, Doggy. She says the plaintiff stole her dog. She called the cops and they're trying to find out where the dog is because the sneaky plaintiff keeps moving her around. She's known the plaintiff her whole life and can't believe she's in court with her today. And if anyone here is owed money, it's not the plaintiff. She's accused of not paying for a dog. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $300, the amount of the dog.
All parties, please raise your right hand. Have a seat, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Princess, you've asked to be referred to only as Princess. You are suing, how to pronounce your name?
Doggy.
Doggy?
Yes.
You've asked to be referred to only as Doggy. For $5,000, $150 of it that you say she still owes you for a dog that she bought from you, and $4,850 in defamation of character. Okay, you are counterclaiming against her $300 that you say you paid for the dog. Tell me what's going on.
Yes, about a year ago, my dog had puppies, had two.
What kind of dog?
Maltese. And I'm friends with her sister. So she told me, oh, you know, she might be interested in purchasing a dog. So I called her up and she was like, sure. She came over, she saw the puppy. The agreement was that she'll pay me $100 a month for 3 months. So I gave her a payment plan. The first month, she gave me $100. And I even let the puppy go home a week.
Did you have anything in writing with her?
No, just verbal contract.
So go on.
And she paid the first payment. The second month, she called me. She was coming in a cab. I went downstairs. She only gave me $50. She said, oh, I'm sorry, but next month, I'll give you the $150 in full. And I'm like, okay. And that was the last I heard of her.
This was how long ago?
This is 2015, because she's 2.
What did you ever do? You never heard from her again?
I never heard from her.
Did you go to her and call her and tell her you still owe me $150? Where's my money? Anything?
Yes, and a couple months ago, I texted her like...
Why a couple months ago? How come?
Because I had lost my phone.
Okay.
Okay, so then
What does that mean?
I didn't have her number.
But she's a friend of your sister's, so your sister has her number.
Her sister, she said she didn't have her number as well.
Her sister didn't.
Her sister didn't have.
You're a friend of her sister.
Yes.
And she didn't have.
Her sister didn't have
her own sister's number.
Yes.
And then how did you come to have communication with her again?
This summer, I worked for the board election. I worked a class over in her neighborhood.
You worked a what?
I taught a class.
Okay.
For the board election. So I was a block away. So I was like, let me walk over there and see if I remember what apartment, because I didn't remember the apartment. I was only there one time. So I went upstairs. There was a young man in the hall. He was like, yes, that's the apartment. I knocked, and it was. Stepped inside. Was, how you doing? You know, I wanted to take pictures with her, the puppy, and her mother. And
wait, whose mother?
The puppy's mother that I have. I have the mother.
Okay.
Okay. My friend has the grandmother and the sister.
Okay.
So I wanted to do a little family portrait of all of them.
Okay.
So that's the reason I went and got the dog.
Except for that, you never gave the dog back.
No, I didn't.
How long have you had the dog?
Since the 15th.
Of what?
Of August.
So why do you still have the dog?
Because she was threatening me, and I had already.
Because you had her dog.
It wasn't her dog yet because she never paid for it.
Wait, but for a year and a half, you had zero problem with that. And then you decide, what the heck, I'll just keep the dog.
No.
Yes, it is what you did. You kept the dog. Now, you owe her money for a dog for 2 years?
$50.
Prove it. You have receipts for the rest of the money?
No, I have all her text messages.
That say what?
Her saying, oh...
you still owe me $50?
When she came to my house, that's the second time she been in my house. She brought the dog to me. She didn't want the dog. She didn't even know the dog, the brother and the sister She left the dogs in the house. She go away, leave the dogs by themselves. They got in her closet, made the puppies. She came back. She called my sister and them screaming and crying. Oh my God, I don't know what's going on. She said, they puppies, they had sex. Excuse me, like that. Then she said, you gotta take them.
Very Game of Thrones.
You gotta take them to the vet. So you gotta take them to the vet. She's all nervous and stuff. My sister goes, well,
So the brother and the sister dog. Okay, go ahead.
Which is the mother, the brother and the sister, which end up being the mother and the father of the dog that I have.
Right.
The reason she comes now, 2 years later, is because the father dies. And she had to put him to sleep 2 weeks prior to her taking my dog.
Okay, so she comes to your house. You haven't seen her in a year and a half. You know you owe her money.
I said, as soon as she came to my house, I said, girl, I got you. She said,
well, what does I got you mean? You haven't paid in 2 years. Like, no one can deposit, I got you.
The $50, she's not going to let me go no $150 for 2 years.
But she'd let you go 50.
Yeah. We have a mutual friend. She wanted to go to Jamaica on him. She kept saying, oh, you seen Winston? You seen Winston? I'm not going to say his last name. You seen Winston? I said, yeah. I said, he hangs out mutual where everybody else goes. Oh, do me a favor. Can you get his number? Because he always goes to Jamaica around this time. I'm going to get him to pay for my ticket, and he got friends down there I could stay with on him. So
did you give her the Jamaican guy's number? And
I seen him. He told me no.
Okay.
She did something. He told me no. She did something, and I'm not going to put her business out.
You're dying to put her business out there.
Yes, I am.
What? So
she did something.
Are you trying to say, I don't understand why you're telling me all these details. Is it because then you two stopped talking?
Yeah, she stopped talking to me after I didn't give her the number.
Do you have receipts you said, no, it's all here in the phones. Do you have any proof that the amount is 50 and not 150?
I'm saying in the text and the police report, she agreed that that's what it was.
Okay, let me see the police report and let me see the text where she refers to it as 50. Did you ever talk to the police about this?
No.
The police haven't been to see you?
I haven't been there. I haven't. The last thing.
Have they been calling you and you haven't gone?
No, but I found this on my door.
Wait, we're going to talk about that in a second.
Okay.
Have the police contacted you?
No, I have not spoken to anyone.
He been at her house. She told him that the police was harassing her.
Is there a warrant out for her arrest?
Yeah, when
What
they
is
still
this?
want her. That's what he made. Detective. That's the poster he made. It tells all the business, her, when she stole my dog, everything.
It doesn't look like a poster that the police would make.
He got it off her Facebook page. I don't have her Facebook page.
And he misspelled petty in the word petty larceny.
No, I didn't make that up. He made that up.
Who's she?
No, he made that up. The lady detective, I seen her yesterday. That's who gave me the paperwork.
Who made this up? You've said he
Detective
and
Marshall,
she
he's right
in
down
two
there.
different
No, the detective I seen yesterday, she gave me the paperwork. That's why I said she first. And the police report
you
is
think
behind
she
it.
made it up and spread it all over the neighborhood?
Yes, and because it says, that I stole the puppy from in front of my building approximately at 1:30. At 1:30, on the 15th, I was teaching a class over on Mapes Avenue. And
She got out her car and ran.
Well,
with the
this is
dog.
easy enough to find out. If I get off this bench, and I will do that. I am very concerned, though. We have a dog who's been with her for 2 years, year and a half, and you up and take the dog? How is that not ridiculous? If she owes you money, go sue for it. Why would you take the dog out of its home?
Because she was still my dog.
So great. So let's say that it's $150 that she owes you, and she pays you the $150. You give him back the dog?
No, because I sold her already.
Wow. She said
For all the harassment.
Who'd you sell the dog to?
To a lady.
What's the lady's name?
Kayla.
What's the lady's last name?
I don't know her last name.
What's her phone number?
I don't have her number.
You're a liar.
I don't.
You are a liar.
No, I'm not.
You are a liar. My only question is, are you also a liar? Court is in recess.
All rise. Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. So, if the defendant doesn't pay, can the plaintiff come and just take the dog back?
No, he can't.
Why?
Just trespassing, things like that. But Western law, you probably should.
Western law. Okay. What do you say?
Same as him.
Really? Anybody think you can take the?
I think he can take the dog.
Why do you say?
Because she didn't pay for it, and it was a transaction, and if she didn't fulfill her end of the deal, why does she get to keep it?
If I sold you a piano and you put it in your living room and you didn't pay, could I go into your living room and take the piano back?
Yes.
Wow. What's your address? Going inside the courtroom.
This is real. It's real.
It is.
Yeah, I'm floored, honestly. Not just because petty is misspelled, but also just the language on it, I was so sure that my apologies. I am stunned. However, apparently this is something, I think it's kind of ill-advised. I don't know, but this is what they're trying to do when I guess they're at their wit's end and you don't call them back. Maybe that's when they do it, because if you had called them back, they wouldn't do this. So they're trying to figure out how to not have to chase you down. I'm telling you that there is an open warrant for your arrest for the theft. And I suggest with every fiber of my being that you attempt to make this right and call this detective. Yes, ma'am, what did you want to interrupt me and say?
I told him, you don't have to arrest her if she give me back my dog. On a text.
Show me the proof on how much money is owed. You said that you had a text that would show how much money is owed. Yeah, this says exactly the opposite. This says what she says, which is you owe $150.
No, I said I only owe you $50. That's on the top of it. And I said, why are you lying like that? You said that the dog was mine. She said, I don't want your dog. It is your dog. If you keep looking down, that's how me and her going back and forth. She never wrote nothing down.
Can you stop talking? Because I still don't. I'm going to hand you the phone back. I want you to find what you're saying where she acknowledges that it's only $50.
No, we're just going back and forth
exactly.
arguing.
And that's after the dog theft. Well, you know what? That's why you need to have receipts when you pay cash. So if all that she admits to you paying her is $150, and she says that you still owe another $150, and everybody knows that the purchase price of the dog was $300, you clearly still owe $150 unless you can prove. No, I'm telling you do. If your defense is all I owe is $50, that's when you pull out the receipts. You don't have them.
Never no receipts.
We are done with that. The next question is way more important than this, which is you are suing for $300 on your counterclaim, the value of the dog. I think that I understand that what you really want is the dog.
That's what I said.
Right. You want the dog. You don't want a money judgment.
Nothing.
Right.
My dog.
Okay. Now, here is what I'm going to do. I really am floored because you thought like I did that she was just defaming you all over and putting your business out there and everything else, which if she had made this up, it would most certainly be defamation. Not because she's saying, hey, she stole my dog, but because she's saying that, because she would be lying about whether there was a warrant out in the police or after you and everything else. That would be the defamation. It's legit. So you better find Kayla. That's what I think needs to happen. You better find that Kayla, that mysterious Kayla you don't know how to reach. You best find out how to reach Kayla. Of course the dog is in the apartment. I'm not an idiot. Because put your hand down. We've got a problem. We don't have a problem. I'm done when you leave here. But you have a problem, you see? So you best find Kayla, because I am going to enter an order as follows. On your lawsuit against her, I am ordering her to pay you $150. On her lawsuit against you, I am giving her an order, finding her to be the rightful owner of that dog, and ordering you to return the dog. That is my judgment. Take it to the police, okay?
Thank you.
All right. Like, swiftly.
Yeah, I am. As soon as I get back.
Yeah.
Well, in an interesting twist, both parties have won their respective lawsuits here. You won for $150, not the amount you were originally seeking, but she does owe you the $150.
Yes.
You got a serious problem because there's an arrest warrant out for you. And on top of that, she won, and you got to give her the dog back. But you don't have the dog, you said. Okay. You sold it, right?
Yes.
Do you know where it is?
Well,
you know the name, but you don't know the phone number or anything?
No.
Do you think you can find her?
I'm going to get the dog.
No problem.
No problem.
You're sure?
Yes.
You know you can find the dog?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Well, you got to give it back. All right. Congratulations. Good luck. Hope you don't end up in jail. Here comes the defendant now. If I were you, I would have been so angry that she took the dog. Wow. Wow.
I did, but I couldn't
know.
chase her.
All right.
She
All
ran.
right. Okay.
But,
Well, you got to give her the 150, you okay? You
I
understand
don't
that?
have no problem with that. Give me my baby.
But you got to give your baby back.
There you go.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
I've been watching here wondering, it's
My
life
nails,
tough to live with nails like that?
No.
They're like weapons.
I know.
You know, you
Should've
help
used them,
somebody, you
right?
could hurt them.
I was trying to.
I'm
No,
sure.
let me stop.
All right. Well,
But thank you. It was
You're
nice
welcome.
meeting you too.
thank you. Good enough. Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Harvey?
Okay, Doug, good news. The plaintiff found the dog and gave it to the defendant. Look at this, everybody. Isn't that sweet? Look at that, everybody. Aww. Okay, happy ending.